I want to say this straight up. I'm crazy, all right? I really am. And I'm gonna tell you this so that if I say something that you don't agree with, that's what it is, all right? I'm not trying to start anything with anyone. And I want to speak to you tonight. Whatever all these identities and these things are, I want to speak to you as a human being. As human beings, because I think we're in a dimensional reality where we don't communicate as human beings, we don't identify as human beings because of the way the distortions of the imprintings have been layered and imprinted into our consciousness. So as a human being, because I think what technologic civilization does is a part of its mining process is to suppress and erase the memory of the human being from us and turn us into citizens and turn us into race and culture and class, turn us into gender, turn us into all of these other things that from our relationship to the sun, sky, universe. All things of the earth have the same relationship to sun, sky, universe. All things of the earth have being. Being is energy.
Oh, that'd be hot.
Energy. Everything is about energy. Spirit. Everything is about energy. Everything that is going on in this dimensional reality is about energy. In our human form as human beings, our Creator gave us intelligence. We were born, we entered into this dimensional reality with intelligence. Now intelligence, we feel through the being and we act through the human. And our intelligence, this is the thing that sets it all into motion. Everything that ever happens is by how we perceive reality is based upon our intelligence. Our intelligence. So if we are in this situational reality where we're looking at the predatory class, the industrial ruling class, and we're talking to them about environment and we're talking to them about alternative energy, then we have to understand that as human beings, we are the original alternative energy source. It's our intelligence. It's how we use the energy and the power of our intelligence. Our intelligence. Now, how much power does our intelligence have? Have you ever had the feeling where you felt powerless? And while you're feeling powerless, how bad can you make yourself feel through your fears and your doubts and your insecurities? How bad can you make yourself feel? How does this affect the people that you interact with? That's power. See, so whatever is going on, it's not about an absence of power. We have power. It's just that we've been imprinted in a distorted way to perceive reality. We've been imprinted with trauma to perceive reality through a traumatized mentality. So we use the power of our creative intelligence to feed on ourselves. And that industrial ruling class is like mining for them. They mine the energy of the being through how they imprint the human to perceive reality. They mine the energy of the being through how they imprint the human to perceive reality. Same way they mine the oil, the same way they mine the uranium. They mine the being of all of these things. They mine the being of the human through how they imprint our perceptual reality, how they manipulate our intelligence. Our intelligence is the fuel that runs this so-called system. It's how they have taken it and they are able to use it and convert it into energy in this mining process. We're in a technological perceptual reality where we know they can take the bone, flesh, and blood that is uranium or oil, put it through this mining process, refinement process, and convert its being into a form of energy to run their systems. And when they do this, it leaves behind poison and toxic to the environment, to the life environment. And while they're mining the being part of human through how they imprint the human and perceive reality, it leaves behind poison and toxic. And this poison and toxic are the fears and the doubts and the insecurities that now become a part of our perceptual reality. And once that sets in, we participate in this reality based upon the perception of our inabilities, our fears. Am I being coherent?
Yeah, right on.
We had our workshop yesterday at 10. This was nice. It was like the first one.
So everything is about energy. And we have the power to manifest our fears and our doubts and insecurities, and it keeps us off balance. It happens all the time. Keeps us off balance. No matter what mask we put on, that little off balance is in there. See, when we're dealing with energy, the changes that we want to make in this technological society, we have to synchronize our own energies, because if our energies are off balance and distorted, then the solutions we create will be off balance and distorted. Am I still making sense?
Yeah.
So understanding in our quest for spirituality, we are spirit. We're it. Want to find a spiritual way and show respect to the spiritual creator and the Mother Earth and all of the goody things that we represent, then show respect to our creator by respecting the intelligence our creator gave us and use it in a healthy, clear, coherent, and responsible way. That's what spirituality is about. It's about responsibility. About responsibility. It's about synchronizing the energy, and if we're out of sync with if our feelings are out of sync with what our thoughts, how our mind is interpreting our feelings and projecting it out there as distorted thoughts, if we can't synchronize that, then the mining process continues to work. It continues to consume the energy, the being part of human. It's here to eat the being. The being part of human. It's like spirit eating. But we are being mined the same way the oil and the uranium and all of the other things that are being mined, because we all represent the same energy source. It's just that the package and the containers are different. And they feed off of all of it. The power of our intelligence. Now and I'm not trying to start anything, all right? But I gotta say it because I just am compelled. I think we need to challenge certain of their concepts. See, I don't think civil disobedience, violent or non-violent, I don't think it's enough. I don't think fighting is enough. I don't think demonstrating is enough. What I think is it's time for us to understand to not cooperate with them. This is about non-cooperation. This is about taking the power of our intelligence and use it clearly and coherently rather than chaotically and distortedly, because every time we do that, we're cooperating with them, no matter how good our intentions. The ways of cooperation, all right? Now I want to use some words, because you know we're a part of energy, we're a part of a vibratory reality. And when we think, we project electromagnetic thought. When we say words, we're putting sound to go with that thought, that energy. We're putting sound out in the vibratory reality. And I think it's about the synchronization of sound. It's the fine-tuning. And this mining, this industrial predator ruling class understands this mining process. So we have been imprinted. We have been imprinted with words that I think neutralize, all right? That neutralize the feeling that is being projected by the thought. All right, I want to go into this because this word I want to go into to believe and to think. You can't do both. Either we're going to believe or we're going to think. And the difference is we project electromagnetic thought energy when we think. So when we're thinking, energy is flowing. It's going where it goes. It's flowing. When we believe, we've taken that flowing energy and put it into the box that is limited by the definitions of the belief. So here's energy that should be going and finding its way into the universe so that we can create solutions being put into the box of belief, and in every solution we attempt to come up is limited by the box of belief. And you take this energy and you put it in that box of belief, it reaches its frustration points. It reaches its frustration points, and this manifests internally because we're riddled with fears and doubts and insecurities. So these frustration points, they turn into energy that we use against ourselves.